it's Belinda here. I'm a meditation teacher who's really passionate about sharing spiritual wealth and helping others get rich on the inside. So if that sounds appealing to you, you are in the right place, and I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. And the topic that I want to share with you guys today is really about claiming your eternity. This is so powerful. For a lot of people, this is kind of just left on the table. Before I dive into that, I do want to let you know that if you subscribe to my website, I do have a free mini course there with 5-10-minute meditations that are a really great place to help you start cultivating this inner spiritual wealth. So please do go and subscribe. Now, this topic of claiming your eternity, it's something that we don't often think about. Like, what does that mean? But in this life, as a human being, we are mainly focusing on all the material things in our life. Ever since we're a child, when we start looking around, we notice furniture, we notice other people, we notice the solid material things. And then we start to learn to build material wealth. I need to get a car, a house, clothes, and of course, these are all really important for our survival. But in our culture, at no point along the way are we ever really taught, oh, the world is not just material, right? And quantum physics is showing us all the time how everything is just space and energy, and we're not tuning into that, which means we're missing out on a lot. Now, the other thing about just focusing on all this physical stuff is that it's not eternal in any way imaginable. All this material stuff is not going to be forever. Some of it can last a really long time, but not forever. And even if you look at things like in our solar system, our sun, I don't even know the number of billions of years. One of you guys might know that the sun is expected to burn as a star. But one day, really, really long time from now, the sun won't be burning in the same way either. So nothing physical is forever. And I'm recording this in 2020, but I made a similar video in 2019 because a lot of things in my life changed, a lot of foundational things. And I realized that I was building my life on these foundational things. And when they were pulled away, I just felt like, oh, okay, that wasn't a solid foundation. I got a really strong lesson from the universe. It's like, no, you can't build your life on that. It's not something that's going to be lasting forever. And I think that's interesting because sometimes that's how we need to learn. We kind of get shocked by life, and it's not always pleasant, but we learn a lesson, and normally pretty quickly. And I think that's what's happening for us now in 2020. A lot of the structures that we might have been building our life on are being pulled from underneath us. And when this happens, to realign, I always go back into my spiritual wealth, my inner richness. I'm like, Belinda, are you building your inner home? Are you building that? Are you really coming into your consciousness awareness? Because that is the only thing that is true, that is eternal, that will not be taken away. Okay, that's really, really important. Our being is made of bliss and love and consciousness. And when we can really anchor into that and have direct experiences from being anchored in our being, that is somewhere where we can build a home. And this is what I mean by claiming our eternity. Our eternity is within us all the time, but again, it's the same lesson again and again. We're always looking outside for things to create, and of course we're here in this human realm to play. We're here with all these things for a reason. But when we are playing from our eternal inner space, it just changes the whole game. It really, really does change everything. So for so many people, your eternity is sitting there on the table. And I want to use that phrase because, you know, it's used over and over again in sales and marketing, like you're leaving sales on the table, you're leaving, you know, all this money on the table. But for the lesson here today in the video, and often this is just as much for me as it is for you, it's like your eternity is sitting there on the table and you're not claiming it. You're playing with little breadcrumbs trying to build a sand house that could get washed out by the next big change, and your eternity is here waiting for you. So claiming your eternity is a huge part of your spiritual wealth. It is there. You just need to turn inside and look from it, and the richness that will come from that, from really being identified with, yes, I am an eternal soul and I'm playing in this earth plane. I'm learning, I'm playing, I'm having fun, but not losing sight of the bigger picture. And I think that is going to be so helpful in these next few years, because the movie that we're all in is taking a bit of a wild change. And the more that we can tune into our eternal selves and come from this place, it's going to make everything much smoother, and we're going to feel more grounded within ourselves as well. So I hope you got some insights from this video about claiming your own eternity. Of course, meditation for me has been the answer in doing this. It gives me the tools to be able to turn my senses inward and really connect with myself. So if you're looking for more help and guidance around that, you can check out the courses that I've got listed below. If you like this video, please give it a like and a share, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments below. Bye.